Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Affinity Streaming Podcast. I am Contrell, joined today, as always, Sarah, Charlie, and Riley. How are you guys?
Hi.
Good.
Hi, good, great, amazing. Today's movie is called Gran Turismo 2023, 2 hours and 14 minutes, rated PG-13, and spoilers are ahead. But before we get started, we ask you guys please like, subscribe, follow us at Affinity Streaming Podcast. Uh, this movie's called Gran Turismo, starring Archie Madekwe, directed by Neil Blomkamp for Sony Pictures. And normally I would let one of my esteemed colleagues go first. But since I am the video game expert of the group, I am going to go first this time and tell you my thoughts on the movie.
Okay.
And I just want to say I thought every single actor in this movie was amazing. I love the movie. The 2 hours flew by. It was great. Don't have many negative things to say about it. I enjoyed it. What'd you think, Charlie?
Yeah, I went into this movie thinking I would hate it, and I think I actually enjoyed it. So,
That's weird.
yeah, I was like a movie about cars, which I don't care about, based on a video game, which have almost always been bad. And so I was like, oh man, this is going to be such a painful watch. But I was like, oh, it's actually pretty good. I don't know. And like I think about it because it's more of like a sports movie, but it kind of follows the same vein as last week's movie, where it's kind of inspirational. And I think
Yeah.
it's good to compare because I think this is much, much better than last week's movie. Because we
Yeah.
had all the complaints we had where we're this like the characters feel so dead from last week and everything's just feels so sterilized, like sanitized. Like this feels more like real. The characters feel like they have lives outside of the main character's life. They have their own stuff going on, their own dreams. And I don't know. I enjoyed this movie.
It seemed like this one had a little bit more like consequence and realism in it. But
yeah.
go ahead, Sarah.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot because also my brother, of course, big influence of mine, he got all the stuff. He had the PlayStation, he got the game and also all the steering wheel with the pedals and everything. So I had to play and I was terrible at it. So but still he tried to introduce me. I was little. I was what, 7, 9? I don't know. But I think like the movie I was like, okay, I enjoy cars, but not for like, I don't know, like watching them for 2 hours. And this one like felt more like yeah, as the true story that it is. So it's like I like it better because it was like more the story of like how young like have become like yeah, the athlete that is now. So that's good. And but the part that I didn't like, or I think that is like blah, it was like the girl. Like I didn't care about the girl, and it just popped
Yeah.
up so much, like that little,
Yeah.
and everything is so perfect. She's like, yes, go for it, when they can even like see each other. I don't know. That was weird. And how a coach like encouraged like a person to be like distracted. No, it just no. you know so it's okay, we need the love story always in the all the plots to like make it more interesting, but no, I didn't care about the girl. I'm sorry. I care more about like the team, like the Spanish guy and the other girl with the little things, like the hair I don't know, they were more interesting. I would like to know like more than that. Also like the other guy that there was like the rival
Yes. I
from
agree.
the competition for getting like the position
Yeah.
to compete with the
That
big
sounds
ones.
right.
So overall, I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed the music because it's like the same as the game,
All right.
and yeah, I think like the actors were stellar. I like a lot. Yeah, like the main guy that it's new. I never seen his face, and his deep voice was the best.
I also like this movie a lot. As Charlie said, I wasn't expecting to like it. I was like, oh, great, here we go. Another movie about cars. Like, not my thing. And I was like, oh, I'm enjoying this way more because they gave a lot of story. There was a lot more going on than just the car stuff. And the car stuff was good and interesting because they had the story and you cared about the characters and how the race was going to go. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I thought the actors were really good. I thought that they did a cool thing, and I want to know more about, because I know it's based on a true story. I just want to know more, like how close to the actual story did they follow it. I didn't look into it, but yeah, I thought it was great. I enjoyed it a lot.
Um, I guess we'll go 65% critics, 98% audience, 6.4 on Film Affinity. So it looks like most of the audience loved it. It was a crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
I did you have a favorite moment, favorite scene, Sarah?
Yeah, I think that I enjoyed a lot, like when he escaped from the police at the very beginning. I don't know why. I was like, oh my god, what's he gonna do? Because I don't know, he looks like a good guy. I don't know, like not
Yeah.
that gets in trouble. So he did that, and I think
Did it
like the
remind you of your
chasing, I didn't know like
childhood,
how
running
he
away
like
from
would turn out, and
the
he
police,
really like
Sarah, in
escaped it. So
Barcelona?
I like that little piece of the movie, and also like all these flashbacks that he has, like when, or like this like slow motion that he has like when he's driving. I feel like they well done. They're very cool for the audience, like to watch it, like how, I don't know, like he slowed down like his vision, or also like the car like mounting or non-mounting like on top of. I don't know. I like that aesthetics of the film. So yeah, this too.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say that second part as mine. I enjoyed every time that like it went into like video game mode. You could like see him drawing out the lines or the paths or like how it would be in the video game because that's how he learned to do it, and then he used all that from there. So I enjoyed that effect a lot, and I don't think they overdid it either. Because when they did it in like the beginning with the chase, I was like, oh, this could become overkill, but they did it like just the right amount, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, it could have very easily just become very annoying. I thought it
Yeah.
was annoying at the beginning because I was like, "Oh God, is the whole movie going to be like this?"
Yeah,
And then they basically stopped, and I was like, "Okay, I can.
yeah,
It's fine." And especially
Yeah.
because they kind of bring it back together because it really does play a role in how he drives. It's not like a gimmick. So it's like it has a point, you know. It's not
Yeah,
just
exactly. There's a meaning behind it.
Yeah, I did enjoy how the movie was shot and edited. I think the
Yeah.
director did a
Yeah,
great
and
job
I guess
with that.
related to that is like I think almost every scene had a point. There was no like pointless things. Like even like that one scene where he's like in bed and he's like listening to the songs. Like even that like comes up because like when it came up, I was like, wow, what's the point of this scene? But then it comes back later. And I was
Yeah.
like, I was like
Yeah,
every little thing like came back later in some way, and it's like a smartly written movie.
and I did enjoy the girlfriend romance part. I felt like,
You did?
yeah, I think that like sometimes you need
romance?
that distraction. Like you got to get away from like you got to get away from what you're like focused on,
I guess, but like
and like just just got to have a distraction sometimes.
I guess, but she had like no personality. She just was kind of there, and then she was just like they went on basically one date, and now they're boyfriend and girlfriend. Like
Yeah,
Like,
she's going to Japan. Hello.
Obviously,
Well,
they
he
had been
paid for it,
obsessed.
I guess.
I feel like they had been obsessed with each other for a while because the brother was like, "Oh, so and so is going to be there."
yeah, you
And-
feel like it, but the movie didn't show it.
I enjoyed that part. Anyway, did anyone else? Did anyone else notice 40-year-old Paxton as the team friend? Does anyone know who
course.
Paxton is?
Of
Okay.
course, it's from your favorite show.
Yes, I had a never have I ever rant on the last episode. If you saw that, and so Paxton was also in this movie. I don't know if Riley planned it that way to trigger me, but that dude is 40.
He's not 40.
Anyway, did you notice the famous Spice Girl that was in this movie?
Yes! So different. I was like, what? Like, I didn't recognize her actually.
I
And
did not either. I didn't know it was her.
her role was like very minimal, and just like these like I don't know, like very like happy, supportive, like but no point like perspective or opinion like mother. It was like a little like not very good for me. Like that role, I enjoyed the dad like role that they had like between like
Yeah,
Jan
the
and
dad
his
was dope.
dad.
The dad
But
was really good.
I think Gary
So they were big on like what spice was their thing, you know?
was like the hot one. They were like the most like I don't know.
Spicy.
Yeah, spicy spice.
Oh, okay. So like
Wait,
habanero.
which one was she? She was Ginger
She-
Spice, right?
Yeah, like she was like
Okay.
most the spicy one. There was like the
Ginger?
sport one. There was Mel C. There was like the sweet one. There was Emma, and
Baby
the
Spice. What are their name? Baby Spice, Ginger Spice, Sporty
yeah maybe
Spice,
yeah
and there's two more, right?
yeah I don't
Scary
remember.
Spice.
Scary
Of course,
Spice? What?
Maybe
black
yeah,
one was
Mel B.
Scary
I think
Spice.
was the scary
What
one.
is the fifth?
And then was Victoria
Is it-
Beckham. I
And
don't remember
Posh
what spice
Spice.
she was.
True
But
story,
yeah.
man. Look it up.
What
Google
type?
is your friend. Charlie, let's start with you with favorite character.
Uh, I don't know. I really like the main character. I thought
Jan?
I thought he was pretty good. What's the actor's name? We should
Archie
say it.
Madekwe.
Yeah,
He was
he
great.
was pretty good. Like he played his role not like a bit like understated. Like he was like determined, but like I could tell he was like having a hard time with the whole process. You know, I mean, it's very hard to go from playing a video game to driving a car, I suppose. And I think he played that role well of like kind of being like new to the scene, but still like very determined to like push through it and push through his struggles. I don't know.
It did inspire me to try out for the NBA since I'm a
Yeah.
professional NBA 2K player. That I might just
Yeah.
make it in the NBA also.
Yeah, they'll do this sequel where it's like, oh, we got to find the best NBA 2K players. They've played thousands of hours.
I don't think that's as translatable.
Riley, Sarah, do you guys have a favorite character? The girlfriend's name was Audrey. She was amazing. Maeve
Just there.
Courtier Lilly. And Darren Barnett played Maddie, the 40-year-old driver, who's
Oh.
also in Never Have
32.
I Ever.
I looked it up. He's 32.
I think I just looked it up. He's 47.
He's 30.
Do you have a favorite character, Sarah Riley?
Yeah, it was David Harbour. Like I don't know his name. Like the
Yeah, that's him.
engineer.
Hopper. Oh, his
Hopper.
name's
Yeah, Hopper. Yeah,
he was Jack. David Harbour was Jack.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hopper. Hopper.
Yeah.
I think was great. Was
I
great.
agree.
He really like pulls out like that energy and character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was my favorite as well. I love the scene where like he was going back and forth with Jan about like the brakes being
Oh yeah, bad.
I don't know bad
Yeah.
however the term was
Glazed.
glazed. Yeah, I love that scene, and he's like so like yeah, you're about to be out. You didn't like know, and then he's like, how'd you know that? It's like yeah, you know your cars.
You know your cars. I like the when like right after his accident, they were just like going back and forth between like Orlando Bloom and David Harbour and the guy, and there was just like these scenes they were just cutting from them to them, and he got into he grabbed the guy in the bar. That was a great scene, but I needed that kid to be punched in the face. That other driver.
Yeah.
from the
Oh
rival
my
team.
god, yes.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
needed to be punched in the face. That guy was worse.
Yeah.
Well, he was great. He was a great like villain.
Great
you know?
villain, yeah, he was a great
It's a
villain.
great. We need a villain, so that was great.
That was amazing.
But like I don't know if I really liked Orlando Bloom's character. I didn't feel like what was his thing? Like was his dream to turn video game players into race car drivers, or was he just trying to make like money? I was a little confused at times.
He was trying to make money. He didn't.
Yeah,
care
but he
about-
kept. Yeah, but I don't know. It felt like it wasn't like clear.
He was like
It
a
felt
swarmy marketing guy. You know?
Yeah.
Just marketing.
yeah, but I felt like it was a little muddled at times, and I would think they should have like played into that a bit more.
Orlando Bloom is great.
Yeah, I think I have to say, like Orlando Bloom, like also like showed that phase of him that I've never like seen before, and I actually like he convinced me, like being that kind of like bossy manager, like fancy, like selling whatever guy,
Yeah.
I think it was great.
All right, Riley. So Sony is calling you. They need you to write the sequel. Give me your pitch.
I feel like these kind of movies you don't do a sequel. Like I don't want them to, because if you're going to do a sequel, I feel like it needs to be like a complete different game or something. Like they need to do something different, because if they just continue with this, it's like it's based on a true story. So like where are you going to go from there? Unless
What if you did like a show about like 5 hot teenagers who are at the academy to compete and just their whole camp life at the academy? What about that?
I mean, yeah, you could make a fun. You could make a fun dynamic with that. Like, okay, this becomes a program where people go and train and learn to drive. Like, yeah, you can do that.
It'd be like The Bachelor, but you're going to the
Oh my
driving
God.
camp.
Or like Survivor or something.
Survivor, yeah,
silly
but with
challenges.
like
They have to
hot people.
they have to race across the country. Oh, you have to get to this point to get to your next clue.
Would you watch
Yeah,
it?
and then
A
there's
show
teen
like this?
drama and love and romance and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Well,
Yeah,
is
sure.
you like that idea?
Nah, I guess.
What about you, Sarah? Sarah, what's your
They love
idea for
it,
a
we can
sequel?
tell.
Sarah, what's your idea for a sequel?
I don't believe in sequel
You
when
don't
it's
believe in
like
sequels?
a true story thing. Like, what would you do? Like, continue like what
But you
he
could
said
base
was?
it on the concept and then make a TV show about it. Like
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, would you watch it? Like a TV show, like a reality show that the
not a
contestants.
reality show. Ooh, that's a good idea. A reality show.
Yeah, that's what I
Thank
said. Like,
you.
I
You
thought
With
that's
welcome.
the 5, yeah.
what- that's what you
No,
said.
I was thinking of a scripted drama with just like
No, like a reality
people.
show.
Oh, you
Like,
want to do a reality, but that could get dangerous. People could like get hurt.
Like
I
in
mean, yeah,
That's what
Yeah,
happened.
that's what happens.
All right, are we recommending this movie to friends and family, or what are we doing
Completely
here?
yes.
Yes,
Completely yes, Charlie.
Yeah, I guess. I recommend it more to like people who are like really into cars or something, because they'll probably get more out of it.
You think so?
Yeah,
But
like,
I
I don't know if I'd recommend it like
liked
everyone.
It doesn't matter because they don't like go so deep with the cars. Like, like they don't even like spend any minute like yeah, explaining the engineering or why the car is better or not, or which car is the best for this race or for this like I don't know, like circuit.
Yeah. Yeah, but for me, I
They
was kind of
spend any time with that.
Movie went
So
on. It was just about like I don't know. That was just for me. So
okay.
Well,
Like, I really don't care about
you're a
that.
different
Oh.
you're a different cat there.
yeah,
All right. So, guys, as you know, after we watch 5 movies, we give our
Yeah.
5 movie awards out. And the 5 movies that we have watched, are you going to remind me? They're Theater Camp, A Million Miles Away, Gran Turismo, Elemental,
Legend of
Gran Turismo,
Ramirez
Legend of Tamiris,
yeah.
and A Million Miles Away.
and A Million Miles Away. Charlie, give us your winning movie, your favorite movie of those 5.
Yeah, I guess this one. I think most of those I didn't really care for most of those. Yeah, I guess this one would be my pick. I guess I was thinking about it. This wouldn't be out of those 5. This wouldn't be the only one I'd actually like rewatch. I think. Like I was imagining, like if this was like on TV, I wouldn't try and change the channel as soon as I could. You know, I'd be like,
Wow.
oh hey, I could watch this. You know.
Yeah.
Sarah.
I'm between like 3, Gran Turismo, A Million Miles Away, and Elemental. But I feel like the best like rounded one it was Gran Turismo.
And Riley.
Ah, I like this one a lot, but I'm just gonna pick A Million Miles Away because I know it was like it had some faults to it, but I really liked his story a lot, so I'm going with that as my favorite.
Yeah, this was Gran Turismo was a close second, but I love Theater Camp. Theater Camp
I
was
knew
my
it.
favorite. I love that movie way too much, so I'm gonna go with Theater Camp. Favorite best actor, Charlie.
I don't know. I don't really remember the actors in most of the movies, frankly.
Sarah, give me your favorite actor
My favorite
from
actor
the
was
5 movies. Yes.
Ben Platt from Theater Camp.
Very good. Riley.
I think like the best actor, like I don't know. I feel like I want to pick I don't even know their name. The main character from Legend of Tomorris.
The girl,
Yeah, like the
Tomaris.
Yeah. I don't know.
Actress who played Tamiris.
Yeah.
I don't have it right in front of me, but since you picked it, you should have it in front of you. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with David Harbour from this movie. I enjoyed him a lot.
Dinner.
Charlie, dinner.
I would do was it Jaemon Hansu? I don't know that's
Yeah,
right.
Daemon Hansu. This is like the third movie he's been in that we've done.
Oh,
Which
really?
one? Who?
The dad in Gran Turismo.
The third?
Oh
in-
yes.
He's been in.
What was
He
the
was
other
in
one?
Stargate. He was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, that we've done.
That
No,
we've done. Me and
I
Charlie.
think he's only been in the first Guardians of the Galaxy, though. I don't think he was in the others.
He was in the third one, wasn't he?
I don't.
No.
All right. Well, anyway, he was in Stargate, so at least the second movie we've done with him.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, I'd have dinner with him. He's been around a while.
He's been
a lot of
been
movies that are
around a
interesting.
long
Been
time.
around a while.
And he's going to be in a movie we have coming up in a few weeks called Gladiator.
Exactly. Yep.
Dinner with me, I think I'm going to go David Harbour just because I want to hear some like Stranger Things, Hellboy, Denzel stories. Dinner, Riley.
I'm having dinner with David Harbour, so we can talk about.
No, that was
Stranger
me
Things.
too. Oh.
You can have dinner with him too.
I will have.
We'll all go to dinner together and hopefully split it, and it won't be $20 an entree.
Get one entree and split it.
One entree dinner.
Oh my god!
All right, let's give recommendations of actors from this movie.
Orlando Bloom from The Lord of the Rings. He's playing Legolas.
Very good choice, Riley.
Hopper. Like, how can I recommend anyone else? The best.
Because that's too easy. That's a cop out.
Yeah.
Stranger
I don't
Things.
care.
Way to
I'm
go,
I
Charlie.
get it.
Go
He's
ahead.
a cop in Stranger Things.
Yes, right. Go ahead, Charlie.
Well, yeah, Jaemon Hansu. And I was going to say Gladiator.
Nice.
And that's great because we're going to do that on our Rewind podcast coming up soon.
That is true. So please join us for that. And I'm going to go David Harbour in Equalizer 2, which hopefully we'll be doing Equalizer 3 soon. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's wrap this up. Let's give our shout outs of the week and get on out of here. And because I know Charlie doesn't have one, let's start with you, Riley.
What are you talking about?
I'm giving my shout out. I haven't watched it yet, but I saw that I watched The Haunting of Hill House, which was like a couple years ago on Netflix, and it's like every season is like a new complete story, and I saw that they just came out with a new one. So I'm shouting out the new one for Haunting of Hill House on Netflix. Cool. New season to watch.
I'm shouting out again to my brother because even if I'm repetitive, I don't care. I think I enjoyed this movie way more because of him, because the background that I have, because of him. So, hola, Mark. So
nice, your brother. We can't wait to meet him. Let's get him on a call and let's talk to him.
He's too busy. He's too busy.
He's too
when
busy
you have little children
to deal with his little sisters. I got children. Charlie, can we have your shout out?
There's a new show on HBO Max called Scavenger's Reign. I don't know, it looks really interesting to me. I haven't watched it. It just came out today. I'm probably going to go check it out later after this.
Nice. Let us know if it should be worth our while. Yeah. I'm going to have a little melancholy shout out to Suzanne Summers and Mark Goddard, who both passed away recently. Suzanne Summers of Three's Company fame. You guys may be too young to remember any of this stuff. Suzanne Summers of Three's Company and also Mark Goddard of Lost in Space, two shows that I enjoyed growing up. So rest in peace to those guys. And have a great night to you guys. And next week we will be doing an Amazon Prime movie called
The Burial.
All right. Until then, for Charlie, Sarah, Riley, we are Infinity Streaming Podcast. Have a great night. We'll see you next time.
Good night. Bye.